with another edition of Busy Beauty. As a licensed esthetician, I'm a working mom of 2. I am here to share with you my tips, my hacks, my tricks for fitting in a little self-care and self-love with your busy schedules. I'm so excited because spring has officially sprung. That means that we're seeing some warmer weather, so time to shed our winter coat. I'm not talking about your outerwear coat. I'm talking about that hair coat that we have accumulated and grown over the long winter season. So if your leg hair has gotten long enough to French braid, well, it's time to start thinking about hair removal. So today, I'll show you some tips and techniques to wax at home. While the results of waxing aren't permanent, you do have the luxury of being hair-free anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. That's because waxing removes hair from the root. Do know that your hair needs to be at least 1/4 of an inch long to wax. Any shorter, it's just not going to remove the hair. You don't want hair to be any longer than 3/4 of an inch. If it is, trim it first because you run the risk of the hair just breaking when you wax it and just causing unnecessary discomfort. I'll be using Wakse at Home Soft Wax Kit. It comes with a melting pot, wax beans, applicator sticks, and a pre and post wax spray. The first thing that you'll need to do is prep the skin. Skin should be clean and dry. A great way to prep the skin is to exfoliate with either a dry brush, maybe use an exfoliating scrub in the shower. Now, next you will apply your pre-wax spray. This one from Wakse is a Maracuja Orange Clarifying Pre-Wax Spray. You can use it on your face, you can use it on your body. Next, you have to prepare the wax. It's really easy. You just put the wax beans into the melting pot and then pop it in your microwave. Just give it 30 to 45 seconds, give it a good stir, and it might take about 3 to 5 minutes to get it completely melted down if you fill up the pot. You want to get this to the consistency of honey. If it's too thin and runny, just let it sit and cool down. It'll start to thicken back up. Now, once you're ready to use the wax, first do a quick test on the inside of your wrist to make sure that it's the right temperature. If it's too hot, let it cool down a little more. If it's just right, then you're good to go. After you've prepared the wax, the next thing to do is to apply the wax. You're gonna dip your spatula, your applicator stick, into the wax and then apply the wax in the direction of the hair growth. Hold your stick at a 45-degree angle. Make sure you're pressing the stick against your skin to get a good contact with the wax onto your skin. Apply the wax about the thickness of a banana peel. And when you get to the end of your wax strip, create a tab for your fingers to pull by flicking up at the end. Wait a few moments for the wax to set up, but don't let it sit too long because the wax will become brittle and break off when you try to remove it. When you're ready to pull, press firmly over the wax to ensure good contact and then grasp the edge. Use your other hand to pull the skin taut, then quickly pull off the wax. Now press your hand over the area. That will help to soothe the nerve endings and kind of take the bite away. Aftercare for your post-wax. If your skin's feeling especially irritated, apply an after-wax soothing product, such as the Wakse Cactus Soothing Post-Wax Serum. If you're extra sensitive, you could always use a cooling compress. That always helps to kind of kill the bite, soothe the bite of waxing. Also, after waxing, avoid sun exposure, excessive heat, no exfoliation for 24 to 48 hours. You just don't want to irritate that skin any more than the waxing may have already. My recommendations: start with the legs to get comfortable and get some practice. That's one of the easiest areas to self-wax. Now, you want to start with smaller sections when first learning to wax. But once you get the knack of it, you'll be ready to wax head to toe. You can wax eyebrows, you can wax your sideburns, you can wax your lip, your chin, your arms, your back, your bikini line, you can even wax your toes. My advice: leave the Brazilian waxing to a licensed esthetician. And if you are waxing over a curved area, say the chin, maybe the knee, you want to actually not do it in one strip. So maybe do the top and do the bottom because the wax doesn't hold and pull evenly over curved areas. You'll just find that it's not going to pull the hair out. So remember, just be patient, take it easy, you'll get the hang of it, and once you do, you're going to have soft, smooth baby skin, and you'll be hair-free for weeks on end before you need to do another treatment. Those are my tips. Those are some of my techniques for waxing at home. I think you'll find it's kind of fun, a little addictive to wax at home. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and follow me on all my social platforms, and I will see you again with another Busy Beauty.